To begin their next possession. The drive starts with a handoff to Pirine, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Briggs. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Briggs looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Pirine. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ready. Black, do that. March 47. Hey, stop. Let's
go. Again, here's Pirine. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. They'll run it here with Pirine. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Ready? Black 22. Check, 47. You're not ready.
They'll run on first down. It's Briggs. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Check. Fresno. Green, 17. Easy. Here we go, even. Crunch.
They'll keep it on the ground. Briggs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here I come again. Watch. Let's convert. Flip it. Check. Easy. Hey. Watch twist.
Now Pirine. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Back now in Tampa. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw once more on second and 10. Cousins, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Hey, no, easy. Hey, box drop.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Cousins, he's going to have his running back. It's complete. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be second and 12. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
The Saints on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing is Cousins. He's going to have the hook up to Scott. Nothing doing on that one. It'll be 4th down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Cousins on 4th down. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. They start on the ground with P-Ryan. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now 3rd down and 6.
The Bucs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Briggs, and he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This is fielded at the 7. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Listen to me. That QB's trash. Let's go. Out. Hey. I-7.
Back to it after the pick 6. Cousin. He's got a man. Complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. A first down throw for Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
3 down. They've got Mike wide. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback. Hey, flipper. Clark. Check 37.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Back, receiver.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Juju Smith-Schuster, 35 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Lutz with the extra point as this gets them back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Check. Hey, 5 on the 50.
On first down, Briggs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Under 10. 4-7's the mic. 4-7's free. Hey, watch it. Hey, even. Check 99. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Briggs. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That backs them up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Ready. Flag. I got one.